You got soul. I got soul. We all got soul. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta, starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Woo! Toot toot. Beat beat. Are you guys bad?
You know.
Who's bad?
You know.
Hey guys, welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. We are here tonight bringing the bad girls of the ATL to you. It's Sheree's 70s party, and I have a full bush. You guys, my name is Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian. And actually, last week I told you guys that I had a Curb Your Enthusiasm spot. It's actually tonight, right after the show. So check it out on HBO. Girls?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
Hey party people, I'm Erika Edwards. You can find me everywhere at Erika D. Edwards.
Yes, darlings, yes. It's the ladies of the ATL. Let's get right into it with Portia and her family going to get some treatments done, some body wrapping. I've never done it. Have you guys?
I've done like waist trainers, but that's like the extent of it.
They look like Mummy Returns. They were like fully wrapped.
Yeah, I've done the saran wrap thing at your house with the lotion. I have done that, and it does make you sweat.
There you go.
So it does do a little bit of something.
Portia's mama is fine, by the way.
Yeah, you know, she was giving me a little Tina Knowles vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, she was looking really hot, really sexy. She was doing it.
I was
I'm
like,
mad at her.
I was like, go off.
Yes, all the weaves were laid, so I liked that. Everybody's hair was looking good in that
Yes.
section for sure.
I don't know nothing about that, but if they approve, I approve, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how it goes. Portia's talking about having a Beyonce gap, so that's why they were doing the body wrapping. Let me just tell you something, baby. The Beyonce gap, that doesn't really exist. It's called Photoshop. Didn't someone expose Beyonce in her thigh gap on Instagram?
Beyonce does not get exposed. She reveals things. She lets us see that.
But she did slip. I did find like some warping in that photo, and it was
She let you see that.
You know, the internet don't let nothing slide by.
Yeah.
But we love Beyonce over here at AfterBuzz TV. Sheree's 70s party. I mean, this is what the whole episode about is a setup episode to the party. Right away, she's talking about 70s, the reefer. Everyone in the 70s was smoking the reefer.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I wasn't born in the 70s, so I don't know nothing about that. But I do know about California laws, and we love it here. Right, girls?
Yes, I'm not going to say when I was born, but yeah, we call it weed now. But yes, it's marvelous.
Some California girls. And then we kick off with Cynthia jumping right into the Love Boat and going out with Will. What a beautiful bald man. I love me a bald man.
Age appropriate, which I like. Not that 29-year-old from last week. He was kind of sexy.
He was sexy.
He was grown and sexy.
Yes. That
Sassy.
light milk chocolate was doing it. That caramel. Yes.
Looking like a
He was
fine
looking
milk
good.
dud.
Ooh. Someone's got a sweet tooth. Will was super cute. I love that he doesn't bring his phone on dates. Super attractive. Instantly, the panties would fall.
I was gonna say, when he said he doesn't bring his phone on dates, I think you and I both were like, close.
Oh, we were just
Take 'em.
like,
Yes,
we will
that
go
was
home
so
with
nice.
you.
What?
So
Full
nice.
attention? Are you serious?
It just doesn't happen these days.
It
Like,
does
no
not.
one, I mean, we're here working and we all have our phones on the panel.
I'm
Clearly.
guilty.
Yes, it's trifling to be on a date and the person's texting. I hate it. It's the worst. So he won great points with that.
But I
Lots of
love that Cynthia's so like, I'm not gonna fall for anyone. I'm just date. Like she wants to be in her hoe face so bad. It's just not in her. Cause like 5 minutes into it, she's like, I just really feel this connection that we're having.
Exactly. I'm like, you can't fall for them that easily, honey. If you want to play them up a little bit, you got to be the player. Play the
Also,
game.
I did not like that she brought up Peter on this date. Like, to me, that's such a faux pas. Don't
Yeah.
ever talk about your ex. I don't want to hear about how you still have love for him.
Especially
No,
when
I
it's
don't wanna hear
Peter.
it. Yes, come on. He still has your bad credit messed up. Like, stop it.
Ooh, for real. Like, it's just part of the rules. You don't bring up ex-boyfriends on dates. Like, it's bad form, bad taste.
It really is.
Yes.
But he was definitely sexy. I love a guy with a nice bald head and beautiful teeth, and he had all of the points. Can I just say, Nene's backyard, super fierce. I love a backyard with a pool, super chic, clean, not over cluttered. Like, I was really feeling the house. What about
Yeah.
you guys?
No, it was Real cute. I was here for it.
Nene's house was like totally Beverly Hills to me. I was like, oh, she's trying to be Hollywood in the GA. Like,
She
stop
really
it
was.
now.
Yeah.
I was like, she's trying to act like she's still this superstar. You're in Georgia, sweetie, which is great. I love Georgia. But yeah, it looks very Hollywood.
She's got that Hollywood money, that's why.
Yes.
She's trying to show off to the neighbors.
Yes.
You know, so we get to the text messages get lost. You know, she's yelling at Brent. She's like, you need to text me back when I'm texting you. Like, teenagers these days, they don't know how to text back. But then she generalized it and made it a men thing that we don't know how to text back. Ladies?
I mean,
You don't text.
You
back.
don't text back.
I don't know what to say about that.
It might take us a minute, but we'll text you back.
it might
We're
take you a
busy.
year. You know,
Some text messages never get
we might have to
responded
see you in person.
Thank you. They're
first.
just lost in the ethers. No, it's a horrible thing.
Can I just say I'm so happy to see Gregg. Like, he's my favorite husband.
We do love Gregg and Nene. Like, it's just a classic love story.
He's just so funny.
And
Like,
Gregg knows who pays the checks because he is all about the Nene, no matter what. Oh, yes,
Okay.
baby. Whatever you need, I'll do for you. So I was like, yeah, he knows.
You're looking beautiful today.
yes, he
Exactly.
gasses her up.
That's what you're supposed to do. He does the job of a husband very well. We've loved Gregg and Nene from the beginning. We're glad they have their love story, redemption story. They've been through the thick and thin. So we love to see that. That's a real couple right there.
Yes.
So it was nice to even just talk about the relationship and talk about how you need to be attracted to each other and like really keep it sexy. I really love that. What I'm not sure about is Brent going into the comedy business. What's this about?
Well,
It's a dangerous slope. Putting the children into the entertainment business, it's like, oh, man. Here it
definitely
goes.
stand up because Nene had some issues with her stand up routine. So I'm
Yeah.
surprised that she's so quick to put her son in that same route.
And
Because
she's very quick to be like, yeah, I had my own comedy show.
Yeah.
So he's going to have his own. Let's take it down. Let's relax.
I mean, I think if he has a good head on his shoulders, he should. I mean, I started doing stand up when I was 18. What about? I mean, you also do stand up. When did you?
I do stand up and like Hannibal Buress. A lot of people start young. So
Yeah.
my thing isn't necessarily that he's starting his age. It's just that it's like, oh, okay, Nene's doing it now. You gonna do it? Like, is
Yeah.
this what you want to do, or is this what your
Exactly.
mom
It
is
is
telling
very.
you to do?
It can be very cutthroat. So it's like if you don't have the tough skin for it, it's not something I would just recommend anyone to go do.
No, like, I was just going to say, like, if you're funny, we would have known, right? Like, I don't know. There's something about this town. Like, I meet people all the time and they're like, oh, I'm a comedian. And I'm like, oh. Like, if you say you're a comedian, we should be like, girl, I already knew that. Like, I laugh all the time. But some people are like, oh, I'm a comedian. Be like, really? Because
had a
I've
mean
never
dumb
laughed,
joke.
ever. Like, come on, your mom is on a reality show. Like, I laughed tonight because he did a little dab on the way out.
He
Like,
dabbed on his mama.
I mean, come on, like, you're on a reality television. Like, use the platform instead of just talking about it. Show us that you're funny. Give us a little line or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. The proof is always in the pudding to me.
Maybe we just haven't seen him yet because he's been underage this whole time and like it just wasn't something Nene wanted him. I don't know. I'm gonna give him a chance, and then if I don't like him, I'm gonna roast him. But I'll give him a shot.
Moving on to the candy factory and to the candy-coated employees and how they're really tight-knit and they don't let anybody in. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Candy has an empire. You can't just be letting everybody through. What I'm most happy about is Carmen's finally moving on. She's not an assistant anymore.
Praise God.
Praise God.
She's getting a job, a real job outside of Candy.
Okay.
Although Candy is investing in it. So I don't know how really separate it is
Thank
if your
you.
girlfriend is paying for it. But she's doing something different, so that's exciting.
I just think it's like, I think it's weird to have your best friend be your boss or your main investor. I don't know. That's just something that's like.
It's worked for them, though. It's worked for them for, like, a long time now.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, I guess if it works, then it works. But
One thing I do think is weird is how they're having a company meeting and they're talking about Portia and Sheree the whole time. I'm like, do y'all have company business to discuss? Because that's what I thought
For
this
real.
meeting was about. The whole
Yeah.
time they talked about the way, Sheree.
We need to give Don Juan a peach immediately because he's been trying for a couple
He's-
seasons now.
yes, real
Throwing
messy.
shade, trying to get into the business, trying to get up in there with Portia and Scrap. Boo boo. Handle candy business. That's it.
Yeah.
You ain't a housewife.
I love Candy, don't get me wrong, but she tries real hard to act like she's above all the BS, and she's down in there being just as messy and petty as everybody else.
And we keep talking about Phaedra and Phaedra's doings. She's not even on the season, and we've brought her up every single episode.
I miss you, Phaedra. Come back. Come back.
The fans have spoken. They miss you. They talk about you.
I want to return. I really do.
Oh, I
At least
don't
want
know.
her to crash a party or something. I'm sorry. She got to roll through somewhere.
Oh, donkey booty. All of her on camera now.
Oh, it's been all up on the blogs about Phaedra. We'll get into that later with news and gossips, but we have to go into Kenya's messages. Kenya and her marriage to the voicemail machine was hilarious. I'm sorry. It was super desperado. I don't know if it was the editing, but we know how you are, Bravo, with that shady editing. But tonight, that was so funny. Her getting to the voicemail and not being able to leave like a proper message. Screaming desperation.
It was just the whole thing with Kenya's marriage. Like, we've seen pictures now, so I guess he's real. I guess, but
I don't know. The tags in the closet for Casper.
First of all, why won't he pick the phone up? That was my first question. She's called 85 times in this episode, and he still can't answer the phone.
But they talk all day.
Thank you. We can't see him, but could we hear him?
Thank you.
Why can't he speak on the phone? I was like,
And
girl.
imagine if he gets all those messages. She's going to seem like a psycho. I'm like, you've called me 5 times, and all 5 times it was a different phone call.
Wait, time out. I'm like, he's sending her the voicemail. This is a heads up. There might be a problem.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the phone was turned off all the way. Like, it didn't even ring.
Yeah.
Like, girl, what is up with that?
It was just a damn mess. It was too much for me. If I was him, I don't like voicemails. Text me. Like, I don't want to listen to stuff. So, like, if I was him, I'd be like, I'm going to need you to stop doing that.
Voicemails are definitely old school, and I like them. I'm not going to lie, I leave them. But, yeah, not 18, okay?
I still leave voicemails.
I still do. And I was like, it's your husband. I'm sure he'll call you back.
Exactly.
I'm hoping he will.
I mean, it's not like back in the day where I used to, like, put the phone up to the speaker and, like, have a whole music voicemail session. I used to have the best voicemail recordings. I'd be, like, playing the current song, and I'd be like, hey guys, Lian's not in right now, but leave a voicemail and maybe he'll call you back.
Yes, pretty brown eyes was my
Third
little theme
person.
song. Yes.
You said pretty brown eyes.
Yes.
Done with.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, wait a minute. The dog peeing on the wedding gown. I was like, okay. Even the dog doesn't believe she's really married.
Thank you. I'm like, can you please not yell at the dog? We've talked about this before. You guys know how I feel about dogs. He was just expressing himself.
Expressing his views on that dress. That's what he was expressing.
He's like, I don't really like Daddy, so I'm going to be on the dress, especially since I wasn't invited. And especially since I'm kicked off the bed.
King feels some type of way, for sure.
Well, boy dogs will let you know, especially when they have, like, a girl mom. Like, there's, you know.
Yeah.
I have a girl dog myself, so, you know, she's all about her daddy. She's a daddy's girl.
Aww,
I love my dogs. Everyone knows how I feel. Getting into family and business just do not mix, as we saw with Portia and her sister at the coffee shop, just going at it. But before they went at it, they had a little business meeting. Portia, you want to have a salon. You got money to buy a salon, but you don't have money to go to Kenya? What's up with that? Boop. You got money to buy a salon, but you don't want to go to your best friend's wedding. What's really the reason, girl?
I mean, I was more concerned that she didn't have a business plan. Like, she really just kind of walked up in there with no...
Which proves she doesn't really do the business. Like, that guy that she was sitting across, that's who does the business. She brings the business to him, tells him what she wants, and then he makes it happen.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And he looked terrified the whole time. Like, girl, you ain't got that money. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, the whole time he's like, well, what is the plan? She's like, oh, yeah, $10,000
I'm the owner.
a month.
I'm the
Like,
owner.
yeah.
Guess what? The owners work. And we've all seen Tabitha Salon take over, and they are not easy to run. Girl, a salon is not easy to run. We've all seen Tabitha Salon take over.
I grew up with aunts who both own their own salons, and that is not something you just dilly-dally with.
And she just wants to be the face.
Yeah.
Right,
Girl.
she just wants to go in after her other gigs. It's like, really? You're just going to sit in the
You can't do
salon?
that.
What are you doing in the salon? What are you actually doing in there?
I
You
thought
got to
it was-
open and close the salon yourself.
I think it's so weird that she was like, it's my salon, it's my salon. When we all know that Lauren really does put so much work into it. And I really sided with Lauren in her argument being like, yeah, you put money into it, but I put my life into it. I'm putting, my mental health,
Lauren has been her slave for like 4 years.
For real.
Yeah.
Like ever since she's been on the show, Lauren has just been like, she's been running
And clearly
Lauren's life.
not being compensated well because Portia's taking 85%. 85%? Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
No wonder she's rolling in the dough. I don't know. When it comes to that, it's kind of weird to me just because I feel like Portia probably feels like, this is my coat that you're riding on. But at the same time, it all comes out later in the episode. And as we saw in the trailer for the next episode, Portia's sister really lays it out on the line. She feels like, look, I know this is your life and I'm working for you, but I feel like I have nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't set myself up for nothing. I'm just setting you up.
Yeah.
So I can understand how it must feel to like really set up someone for success and then not even get recognized or appreciated. That must hurt. So I don't know. Family and business.
I was gonna say, especially when it's your sister, like, I don't know. I mean, we've watched for seasons upon seasons where Lauren has literally been, and I think Portia even says it in the episode, the backbone of Portia. Like, she really does handle a lot of stuff for Portia, and I don't think Portia necessarily appreciates her. Like, I don't think it's intentional that she's not appreciating her.
Yeah, of course.
But she definitely doesn't. I don't think Lauren's getting what she's putting into it.
And the thing is, family is great and everything, but family falls out too.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It's like if you are totally tied economically and dependent on this other person, Portia could get mad and cut her loose at any moment. And she
Exactly.
would basically have nothing and be, like she said, out on the street with her daughter.
Exactly.
And that could happen if Portia felt like it. And so she does need to establish something for herself, which I kind of like that she's getting more, talking more. We're hearing more from her. She might be trying to get herself a peach.
Okay, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
I know.
wouldn't be mad at it.
Give Lauren a peach.
Exactly.
I'll sign that campaign.
Well, it happens. When it comes to family, you have to really decide, are you going to really go for it? And I think Erika's right. She's setting herself up for something that might be disastrous. Mm-hmm. Especially when someone holds something over you, it can just be very, very damaging, especially to the relationship. We've all seen it happen with men and women, like men and the power thing. It's all coming out now.
And this season, Portia's head seems like it's bigger than it used to be.
Bigger than ever.
I'm like, she's really feeling herself right now. She's
Girl.
really all about the Portia.
She wants to be the face. You can only be the face if you're like Rihanna or someone. Like, you can't really be the face if you're an ATL housewife. Girl, you still got to work. Everyone that's a housewife that's successful, they still work. Even Bethany Frankel works, and she doesn't have to work.
And even when you're the face of something, like Rihanna's so hands-on in her makeup line. Like, even when you're the face of something, you still have to put a lot into it because you're the face of it. Like, you don't want it to look like crap. So I don't know what she's
That being said, though, Portia's makeup has been looking phenomenal, like amazing. Every time
She's
I was
always
like,
looked good, though.
Well, yeah, but this season she's tight. She's keeping it tight because I'm like Nene's contoured nose was driving me crazy half the episode. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, why are there streaks down your face? I can't deal with it. So not everybody's makeup is great, but
You've heard it right. The shade is coming out. Nene and that nose contour, girl, you got to get that fixed. Light it up a little bit. Not you know what? Just because Kim Kardashian introduced contouring, everyone feels they need a contour. Not everyone needs to contour. Some people just have naturally high cheekbones. You don't have to contour.
but if you do, try blending.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
It's
if
all
you
about
have streaks
blending.
of mud down your face, it's a problem for me. I'm just going to put that out there.
As my friend Dixie always said, girl, you need to learn how to blend. It's all about the blending.
Blending is your friend.
Blending is your friend. You've heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. On AfterBuzz TV, let's move on to Gregg and the surgery. Obviously, this is a very, very sensitive subject for Nene, and she doesn't know how to deal with this stuff well. It's more of like a denial thing and kind of making it a little simple than it really is. Heart stuff is pretty serious, and it's pretty scary. What do you guys feel about this?
I definitely understand why she's reacting to it the way she is, just because from what we've seen, her and Gregg are both very lighthearted people, and I don't think that they like to dwell on negative situations. And I also think that they're both really badass in the sense that they don't like to complain about little things, and so I feel like Gregg wasn't trying to make a big deal out of it, and so the fact that it was becoming a big deal really freaked her out. But I feel for her. It's a scary situation. Anything with a serious organ like the heart is gonna be concerning.
Yeah, I think at the beginning she was kind of like not taking it as seriously. Like, oh yeah, you know, he went to the hospital, da da da. You know, when she was talking to Cynthia, she was kind of casual about it. But then at the end of the scene, you know, by the end of the episode, she was like, really, what if he doesn't come home? She was really upset. And I feel
progressed.
exactly, because I feel like Gregg is really her base and her rock. You know, I mean, he's kind of her supporter, always Team Nene, no matter what.
Absolutely.
And I think she realized like she can't even pay the light bill without him. So you know,
which I did love that she really gave so much praise to her husband, because that always makes a husband feel good.
yes.
We love Nene and Gregg, and the ATL is very, very small because apparently Nene and Gregg ran into Cynthia on her date. Later on that night, Cynthia and Will took it to the bar after the date, so that means it went really, really well. And Nene met him, and Nene had lots of advice to Cynthia, something like, be a whore?
Yeah.
Be a whore? All right.
Yes, hoe it up.
Hoe it up. My personal mantra, slut pride. Go ahead, Nene, do your thing. Be a whore.
Go off.
Do it. I mean, Cynthia, be a whore. You know what I mean?
What's so funny is Nene is like, be a whore, and Kenya is like, close your legs. I'm like, oh my gosh, Cynthia, do you, boo?
For real.
For real. The hoe gene is not within everybody. So if you just feel that it is not within you, girl, then do
It's
you.
okay, because everybody needs a hotation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But ain't
Everyone
nothing wrong
needs
with
like a little
hoeing.
period of time where they go out and discover themselves, figure it out, and
Yes.
sometimes that means opening your legs, girl.
And if you're 50 looking like that,
Thank you.
hotation.
If I look like that at 50, I would be all over the ATL. I would get myself a big juicy peach, land me the richest brother in the ATL.
Right, be hanging out over
I would do the same.
Exactly.
If I was that young, I'd be hanging out over at Morehouse College with all those little fraternity boys. Just kidding, no. I can't deal with them now.
I'm gonna tell Cairo you're cheating on him.
Cairo.
And we go right into Sheree's mom's 70s party. Happy birthday, Thelma. Oh, man.
She was looking good.
She was looking good. Everybody was looking good. But before we get right into the party scene, we have to discuss the most epic moment of the Real Housewives of Atlanta history. Sheree fighting with the party planner. Thank God they just brought up that montage. I needed to see a piece of it.
I missed it.
First of all, who is ever going to plan a party for Sheree that's ever watched the show? Like, why would you do that
Why
to
would
yourself?
you?
Exactly.
Why would you?
And she said, who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo?
No one.
I'm like, I need to order a t-shirt again. I want that. It was like, oh my
Oh,
God.
Who Gon' Check Me Boo is the most iconic thing Sheree has ever done. That fight was so amazing.
I think about it constantly. Like,
And I can't
Exactly.
believe we have like an instant replay and she's fighting with a party planner yet again.
I would
I'm
not fight. Like, she's not someone. Like, there are numerous women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta that I'm like, I could take them. Sheree's not one of those people that I think I can take.
And clearly everybody knows that because the party planner was like, I'm not even showing up. I hear it in her voice. I'm
Yeah.
not showing up.
The party planner's like, you're not gonna see my face on camera.
Thank you. She's like, I'm not getting cussed out by Sheree. You're not putting that on camera, Bravo. You're not getting me getting cussed out. Personally, I just thought Sheree was super professional. She was super nice on the phone. I mean, apparently, when she got off the phone, we did hear, like, I'm super unhappy. This is not right. This is my mom's party. But she said, I can't be mean to her yet. She's still holding the cards. She still has the drapery that I need for the tables. I feel like she was nice.
I do too.
I mean, compared to what she's done in the past,
Thank
yes,
you.
absolutely.
So, because of what you've seen in the past, wouldn't you just be on top of your game? And not to throw stones, but I really do feel the party planner was out of control because it's a party. Like, shouldn't you be there from the beginning, organize
Yeah.
everything? Like, I think Sheree totally was justified to be mad. I feel like she handled it really well,
Agreed.
too.
Right, because you pay the person to plan it and actually be there and make sure stuff is run smoothly so you can do your makeup and your hair and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And she was actually down there doing stuff, which is crazy on the day of a party. So she absolutely had the right to go off.
It's like if you hired a nanny and then the whole time you're taking care of the baby. Like, it just doesn't make sense for the, like, a party planner executes the party plan. So, like, where are you? What are you doing? Like,
I know it wasn't LA. I mean, was she in traffic? I'm confused as to why she was not there. I don't
all fairness,
understand.
ATL traffic is real bad.
Never been to the ATL, but we do know about traffic here in California.
Yes,
I don't
we
know.
do.
I just really do feel like this was not right, and it clearly showed. Sheree's outfit suffered from it. I mean, because she had to be out there planning. She really couldn't even execute a good 70s outfit. I'm sorry, Sheree. I was not feeling your outfit tonight.
She was looking a little Fashion Nova.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, let's talk about the outfits in general. For the 70s party, who had the best outfit and who had the worst outfit? I want to start with Sheree, and I'm going to say Sheree had amazing hair, but the outfit was not on point. I did not like Kenya's bell bottoms either.
If Kenya's bell bottoms were just like a smidge longer, I would have been here for her whole outfit.
Nene's outfit was good.
I like Nene's, but I didn't like Nene's hair.
Okay, Nene's was okay. I loved
Cynthia's.
Cynthia's.
I know you don't like her, but I really did mess with Portia's.
I loved Portia's afro, and I loved Kenya's afro puffs.
And I liked.
I loved the afro puffs. They were so cute.
Yes.
And I
Adorable.
liked Candy's get up because it was very just like.
Oh yeah, Candy's was nice. They really didn't show that much of Candy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
they didn't
chill
really show much of
70s. Like, I liked it because it was still very 70s theme, but you know you could still rock it today if you wanted to. It was cute.
Nene was indeed a disco duck. That was so funny. I was like, disco duck.
You know what? She's been saying a lot of really funny things. These little entrance things. Hello, you jive turkey.
I love.
What's up, you disco duck? I'm like, Nene and the catchphrases, they've always been
Nene's
amazing.
trying to sell t-shirts. That's what she's trying to do
She
again.
is. And I'm feeling that side ponytail, Nene. That's a nice lace front right there, boo-boo. I loved it. You know, Nene did notice the tags in Kenya's closet. She actually took it a different way because I would have taken it like, oh, I see you're over here setting it up. Clothes still have tags on them. Has the man even seen these clothes ever? I don't know. She took it as, oh, you're buying clothes for him, so when he comes, he has clothes. Close call, because that could have been really shady.
I was taking it as, oh, you're just trying to make it look like a man lives here.
Right,
Thank
it
you.
looked so fake. I was like, there's 3 shirts in that closet. I don't even think he's staying the whole weekend. It just looked totally fake. And the tags hanging on, I was like, I feel like they put the clothes in there for the shot. Like, it didn't even look real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Nene was really nice about it, actually.
She was.
So you're right.
Gross.
She was nicer than I would have expected, to be honest.
She was nice. She even complimented the house. She even complimented Sheree's house.
Yeah.
Nene has been on her best behavior.
Exactly. We saw Chateau Sheree and Moore Manor, and they both actually were looking nice tonight.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Chateau
good.
Sheree was looking nice.
Finally, after 10 years. That's great.
It's not Neverland anymore. That was so funny, Nene.
The shade was so real.
Happy birthday, Thelma. You know, it was kind of like a setup episode for the party, but the party ended the same episode.
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic a little bit. Like, it was very.
I mean, it was Thelma's
Although
70s
I will
party.
say this, from the Soul Train line, that was fun. And we realized, you know, if you all watch Just Kicking It, we all know that Candy can't dance, and now we really know on
Thank
this show
you.
as well. She's still like horrible. Like she's like
She did the
worst.
robot. I'm not
But
even
it
sure that's 70s.
It wasn't really the robot.
Was it
though.
I was gonna say it was like the robot had an aneurysm. Like, it was just real bad.
Right.
She
it was
she
like
dropped it and then
it was
she like.
her interpretation of the robot is what she did.
Well, Kenya's very flexible.
Oh
What
my
did Portia say?
gosh.
Talking about we know her husband's getting her flexible. I was like,
It's like stretching her legs
She
out.
split it wide open.
I was like, girl, you can do that in yoga too. We don't know if this man is real.
We need to know if he's real. I mean, Nene did say on Watch What Happened Live, he is very real and it will come out on the show.
Okay.
So hopefully it does, just because we did hear rumors earlier that he had not signed any of the paperwork to appear on camera for the Real Housewives. So we all know if you don't sign those papers, they will edit you
Yeah.
out.
And that whole scene where Kenya is like, oh, I have to support my man and he's my family. And, you know, this is really messing with him. I mean, it was like watching a monologue. I was like, this isn't really a full scene because we don't see him upset. We just hear you talking about it. And it was
It's kind of hard to feel bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seemed kind of forced. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really seem that authentic because we don't even see him mad. We don't see him even picking up the phone. So, yeah.
The whole thing was a monologue. She was talking to the voicemail.
Yes,
Yeah.
The entire
exactly.
time.
Exactly. And she's
She-
like, oh, I'm so upset. He's really hurting behind this. It's messing with him. Well, yeah, show me and don't tell me because
Yeah.
I want to see him really suffering, and I want to see that he can't eat. I want to see that he can't sleep. Let's hear about it.
Thank you. You only see him on the weekends. How do you even know this? Did he send you a text message? I'm not even getting.
Exactly.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I am totally feeling the weekend relationship.
You know
That was
what?
telling me like, okay, but
I've had a
we can
weekend
just-
relationship
thank
before.
You. We can
Like-
just see each other on Saturday and Sunday. Catch you next weekend.
It was
I
perfect.
love
My
that.
boyfriend and I were long distance for a really long time, and I lived in Vegas and he lived in LA. And the weekend stuff, it worked out good. You got your little space, but you also have some time together.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
I
I don't know
think I
about a
would like that.
marriage, but for a boyfriend, a relationship, I would do it for sure.
She did just post on Instagram like yesterday this long thing about her and him, and even in the photo, like, I don't know, they just don't look. It just looks fake. Like, I'm sorry, girl, I want you to be happy because you've just been struggling, but
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know. I feel like
When she talks about the haters, I feel bad. Like, I do want to root for Kenya, but I said this last episode. Sometimes she just doesn't go about it the right way.
It's so hard. It's so hard. Just the photos like that she does post to them. I'm like, I
The
mean,
realest thing about Kenya is her relationship with her dogs. Like, that's the only thing that seems authentic every time I
Very
see it.
true.
Oh, she loves King. That's all I can say.
She does love her dogs. It's very evident.
Yes.
We
and
do
so,
love
and
that
I
about her.
love dogs, so I like that about her, but some of the other stuff is
Yeah.
just...
Unfortunately, Kenya, has not had the best light when it comes to showing relationships. They've all seemed kind of forced, staged, just not fully 100% genuine. So hopefully it all comes out because we're not total haters.
Yeah, we're
we
rooting
want
for
them
you.
to do good.
I want her to find love.
Thank
but,
you.
know.
Like, we all deserve love. Everyone deserves a little loving. So we do hope, because she is a beautiful, successful woman. I do hope that she does find something. She does deserve
she's
it.
much more tolerable this season than she has been in past
She's
seasons.
been learning from her
all
mistakes.
I'm going to say is she's got to twirl before the end of the season or, like, it's not going to really be right.
She does get a twirl. Everyone's a little too friendly. Like, Candy doesn't want to fight with anyone. Shamia wants to fight. No one wants to fight with her. So I just really hope they bring it. It looks like next episode they bring it. Kim is finally back.
Yay!
Yes.
And she gets into a
Yes.
physical fight right away. So let's do this. This is what we need, the drama.
Thank you.
The episode ended a
Lord,
little
yes.
somber with Nene rushing to Gregg's side for his surgery. The doctor was like, nope, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
So, little insensitive, but hey, they're on a schedule and they want to get him fixed. And Nene was like, let them do it. Let them fix you. Fix him up.
Yeah, it was nice to see Nene like really being real too, because I think that's the one thing I do like when you see Nene and Gregg together in their relationship, whatever they're going through. That's when I feel like you're really seeing her and not like these sort of pre-written kind of little smart lines she throws out, and you really see like that she's going through some stuff, and you really can feel for her in those scenes. I like that a lot.
Absolutely. It always feels good to see them really show their feelings, because that's why we love this women, when they put it all out there. It doesn't matter what franchise it is. When they really reveal themselves and they're vulnerable, whether it's messy or not, we love it. We eat it all up. It was a great episode when it comes to that. Let's get into some news and gossip.
Yes.
News and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, People Magazine has just interviewed Candy, and she told them that getting back together with the band wasn't like in the cards at all. Like, it wasn't a plan. It wasn't it wasn't something she was trying to do. But that what had happened was the network, a certain network, which she doesn't mention.
What had happened was...
A certain network, which she didn't name, was going to do an unauthorized, which I think it's BET, by the way. I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Or Lifetime, because they shady. But they were going to do an unauthorized movie about them, and so the girls all got into contact and decided, we want to make sure they're gonna do this right. Which I think what happened was they saw a New Edition's little thing on BET.
Exactly.
And they're like, we gotta get this money because that did real good.
Yeah, it's like really in the trends to get reunited and like bring back stuff from the past. They trying to get that money.
Yeah, but obviously, as we've seen from what happens, Watch What Happens Live, and just like other things, like it's not going smoothly at all. And Candy told the magazine that it's been a lot of headbutting. She feels like she's getting ganged up on by the other three a lot.
It seems like Candy is holding grudges from back in the day from the other, not
She's not letting
Tiny,
it
but the
go.
other two
Tamika
sisters.
told
yeah.
people that she slept with Jermaine Dupri.
Ew.
And
Well, it's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do
and
it.
Michael
Okay,
Holden.
Janet Jackson did it
Exactly.
apparently.
Listen, I'm all about making moves, but
But you can't hold grudges from the 90s.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
I don't know.
But you know what it is? Candy doesn't need the money, and the other people do.
That's exactly
the
what it
issue.
is. Candy's
That's
like, you know
Candy
what?
and Tiny are straight, and the other two girls can sing, but they need the loot. So that's why it's always, and it's not going to be the same without Candy.
Yeah.
Candy's what's hot. And I think she's mad that they're riding on her coattails.
Yeah.
Because Candy and Real Housewives, that shot her up.
That's the
now
only
she's
reason.
bringing up Escape, and they're like, okay, we're going to
They're
come
like,
out.
Candy, please make this
Thank you,
happen.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Candy's like, maybe.
Well, also,
maybe not.
Exactly. She's like really holding the cards. Candy's like, I got too much money. I can make these kind of decisions.
Well, also, apparently when they were getting together with this whole movie thing, they still hadn't necessarily reunited. It was just they were trying to get this movie thing together, and people just started saying, oh, Escape is back, Escape is back. And it just kind of became this ongoing thing until finally they like were almost peer pressured into all getting back together.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Candy's like, what are y'all talking about?
Candy's
Adding
like,
tour
we're
dates?
together, but yeah, I might
Yeah.
not do new music.
Yeah, like we'll do a couple shows here and there. Like honestly, like I'm not trying to hate, but I don't think even if they came back full force with Candy behind them that they would rock it.
I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, Escape had some jams back in the day, but they're
Like
not
one jam, sorry.
they're not one of those groups that I was like,
I'm more Candy's solo project. When you're out in the club, don't
Yeah.
think I'm not. I used to love that jam.
yes.
Yes. I mean, I loved Escape, but then even when you see little clips of Candy, she's not really bringing it. Like, she's not really doing that great with the dance moves. Her vocals aren't really the hottest.
she doesn't really have any that
Right,
much.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
like, girl.
It's like Tamika getting down the whole time.
Exactly. And so that's going to be interesting.
Well,
So-
let's get into some predictions. What do you think is going to happen the rest of the season for Atlanta? Kim coming back. What is the shakeup going to be? AfterBuzz predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Erika, go.
I think Kim and Nene obviously are going to the two clash of the Titans, and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I want a Kim and Nene SmackDown. I want a Kim and Kenya SmackDown. I just want just all the fights. It's been two Real Housewives of best friends lately, and I want some hair pulling, some you a hoe, I'm a hoe, we all hoes fighting.
Yes.
I'm ready for some
Some wig needs to be snatched.
yeah, I want extensions on the ground.
Yes.
We need those bundles ripped out,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. What I predict is that Nene and Kim are eventually going to come together, and they're going to have an amazing moment. They'll give us a couple good episodes, but then it's not going to last.
No.
It's
no,
not going to
no.
last, as we've seen in the previews and on Twitter. It is a full-blown war, ladies and gentlemen. Brielle's even
I
involved.
can't wait till Kim's daughter
Oh,
comes on.
Brielle's been
Yes.
talking
We can
mess.
leave her out.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's been talking a lot. Girl, you better calm
She's
down.
annoying.
You get into that grown folks business.
Exactly.
You're going to get handled. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending your Sunday night with us. AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. You can always find us here Sunday nights. We tape at 9 p.m. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian. Thank you so much. I couldn't do this without the girls. What are we promoting?
You guys can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
Thanks, you guys. You can follow me everywhere at Erika D. Edwards. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
And Sanders will be back in a couple weeks. He is just taking a little break, little vacation, going back home. But we'll be here, and he will be back. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Bye. Ciao for now.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.